Hey everybody, this episode of Our Kids Play Hockey is brought to you by our title sponsor, NHL Sense Arena. Look, we all want our kids to succeed in hockey, but let's face it, finding training that's both effective and enjoyable can be a real challenge, and not to mention expensive and a total drain on time, especially if you have to drive to the rink, pay a private instructor. There's so many reasons that money gets spent on this game. But that's where NHL Sense Arena steps in. It's a virtual reality training game that brings the rink into your home that takes off-ice training to a new reality. It's designed to improve hockey sense and IQ, something that's lacking majorly in the game today for both players and goalies. And you get unlimited access to over 100 drills and training plans from top coaches and players that can be played anytime, anywhere, with drills approved by USA Hockey player and goalie development directors. Look, improving mental hockey skills at home has really never been more fun, and any hockey player that uses this is going to have a blast. All right. I've used this before on my own, and it feels like you're so immersed in an arena, you sometimes forget you have a headset on. And again, it's not being on the ice, but it allows you to work on some of these skill sets like scanning, as I said before, hockey IQ, looking around the rink, making the right plays, that getting those repetitions in now as a hockey player are super important for your development. So NHL Sense Arena is giving all the listeners an exclusive offer for $50 off an annual plan when you use our code Hockey Never Stops at checkout. Again, that's Hockey Never Stops. All you got to do is go to hockey.sensearena.com. Again, that's hockey.sensearena.com. Use the code Hockey Never Stops, and you'll save $50 on your annual plan of NHL Sense Arena. Make sure to check that out and enjoy this episode of Our Kids Play Hockey. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world, and welcome to another edition of the Ride to the Rink, the show that we've made for you, the players, to give you some advice from us as coaches, from us as parents, and us as hockey people to help you along your way. Today's message is kind of for both players and goalies, but I'm specifically talking about players and something you need to learn to do. And it's something I've noticed, especially if you are a mite or a squirt or even a peewee, and it is shooting with a purpose. Goalies, you'll love this because you're going to get a lot more shots on net that matter. I've seen it too many times that you come into the net and we just kind of flick the puck or we throw the puck kind of mindlessly. And let me tell you something, a story. I was very fortunate to work at the NHL and for an NHL team for several years. So I got to see a ton of NHL games, but more importantly, a ton of practices and NHL warmups. And something I noticed really early on when watching NHL warmups, and a lot of you ever been to an NHL game have seen this, players don't miss the net a lot when they're warming up. In fact, if they do, they get kind of disappointed. And it's because NHL players, top level players, always shoot with a purpose. They know where they want to put the puck, how they want to put the puck there, what the shot selection is. If there's a goalie in net, they are thinking about where they want to place the puck. Every shot is done with a purpose. And I don't think that that's something that you need to wait until you're older to do. So whether you have a great shot or not, the ability to mentally come in and say, I want to put this top right, bottom left with a wrist shot, snap shot, slap shot, toe drag release, whatever it is, do it with a purpose. Now, I'll tell you this as well for goaltenders and warmups. Goalies want to feel the puck in the warm-up. And when you come in and just make a deke to make a deke and they're ready for a shot, you're both wasting precious time and precious abilities to warm yourselves up. When you come in on a goalie in a warm-up, pick a corner and with great intention, shoot the puck there. Your goalie will appreciate this. This is assuming that they're already somewhat warmed up. First few shots you should be putting in their pads anyway. But again, the message, kids, anytime you are putting a puck towards a net, shoot with a purpose, mentally and physically. And you can expand this to other aspects of the game like passing, dumps, up the boards when you're breaking out defensively. Do it with a purpose. But I think the easy one to understand, the easy one for you to start with is shoot with a purpose. Do not just throw it at the net. That is going to do it for this edition of the Ride to the Rink. I want you shooting with purpose today when you're on the ice. Be that player. It's going to help your whole team. That's going to do it again. I'm Lee Elias. Thanks so much for listening to the Ride to the Rink. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day and skate on, everybody.